this guy, right? Big guy buying 4.5 million. I like the idea. We're buying RSP, and RSP is the equal weighted ETF for the S&P 500. Well, the back seven is so heavily overvalued, weighted in the SPY Qs, right? It's those are the ones that have the PE ratios through the roof, right? So when you look at the PE ratios and like the SPY's at a 23 times PE ratio, it's the highest it's ever been. It's crazy. Well, yeah, but what if you took out the Mag 7, right? Then it's not. And so I think you're going to get some kind of rotation into the others as the year goes on towards Christmas. And I think the Max 7 will do fine. I don't think they're going to crush it like they did the last couple months, right? We bought them at great prices. We bought Nvidia under 100, right? And it took off the 170. I don't think it's going to go from 170 to 240 now in the next couple months. So I think it'll still go up slowly, but I think you're going to have bigger moves with stocks underneath the surface, and RSP is a play for that. Anybody have questions on this? Again, this is a long term. I'm putting this in an account that I don't even look at every day. Like I'm just sitting it there, and I'll check on the. I'll check on. I bought 10 of these. That's it. I just bought 10. I'll buy 20 if it gets down to a buck 20. No, RSP is the equal weighted ETF. So IWM is for small caps, right? IWM is the Russell 2000 index. It's the small caps, and then RSP is like think of it as the S&P, but you don't have any weight for it. The IWM option flow here, I'll show you that one. I may get into that one too tomorrow. I'm gonna track it. So what I do on these guys is when you have these big orders, you can kind of follow them. So for example, the guy that bought yesterday, he's still holding these, right? Like check out the open interest on these things. It's still there. He's maybe he's selling them today, who knows? But right, you can kind of track it and see if he starts selling them or whoever this big wig is buying. We can kind of track what they're doing. The IWM was 9/19/2025 at 235 call. So you see that right there? This one right there. Here, I can snip it out again, make it bigger. Actually, let me get all of it in there so you can see the time ticker and all that stuff. All right, let's do it again. IWM. Is that more visible for you guys? Can you read that IWM here? 919, 235 strike. He bought 22,500 at $3.74 for a 8.4 million. That's my dog back there if you can hear him. Spy sniper trade is set up. All right. You want to try it? Where are we? So the thing about trading is, even though I tried the bounce once, and I didn't make money, right? I made a little bit and then gave it all back at the stop. Like this is what you have to allow yourself to do. You have to allow yourself to take shots a lot of the times, and it's think of it as like getting the feel for it, or if you're a basketball player, you're going in and shooting form shots. Jeff, I agree with you 100%. Right? It's one of the two. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a little break here. Does anybody have any questions for me? I hope you guys learned something. You know, that's the whole purpose why I do what I do with you guys. It's so that you can learn and you can learn to fish on your own. And if anybody has any questions or wants explanations on anything, let me know. I'll create like uh, a training for later today for you guys. Yeah, that's the shorting, the red on that stuff is most of the time it's new orders that are putting them in, like they're taking them right now short as shorts. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump off, but I'll play this spy sniper that I forgot who it was who called it out. Um, but let me see that. Did I miss a question? Thoughts on QUBT diving? Um, yeah, I mean you're still in your squeeze, right? This if Nate were here, what he would say is, "Oh, this is probably a buying opportunity," right? That's what I think Nate would say on QUBT. I'm trying to make sure I got all the questions. Thanks, Sapien. Thanks for that. Yeah, okay. I think I got everything. If I missed your question, I apologize. Um, but I'll be back probably after lunch, and I will talk to you then. Oh, SMCI? Yeah, so SMCI is just flagging out above this open range break. So this to me, I actually like this flag pattern, right? I like how we're like flagging out. The thing to remember about these, it's like the meta chart. You've got these downward, they're called descending triangles, right? So you've got this like descending triangle type looks like lower high, lower high, lower high, right? Well, if you can break these to the upside, like on meta, if you can, they do tend to break lower, a little bit higher percentages, not much, but when they do break to the upside, they're very powerful because you've got a waterfall of stop outs. And what I mean by that is shorts will short saying the next high is going to be my stop out, right? So it's like they take shorts and it's like a stop out here, then stop out here, then stop out here, and you get this quick, right? Okay, Nate G's going to come on in about an hour. Um, just ask Nate G to not wear his speedo on camera again. Last time that happened, it threw my wife into a tizzy. She just couldn't get her out of it. Couldn't get him out of his head. You know, she was like, "He's too high. He's too handsome." Um, yeah, they loved it. My wife sure did. Nate, she's like, "Woo." Okay, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.